citizens. I hope you are always in good health. Till this day, cancer is still number 2 deadliest disease in the world. To prevent it, let's pay attention to our lifestyle, including our dietary habit by consuming healthy food. We can take precautions. And one of the effective foodstuffs to prevent the appearance of cancer cells is broccoli. Maybe not everyone likes broccoli, but if it processes creatively, broccoli can be very tasty to consume. I will give you some tips on how to process healthy and tasty broccoli. This is the secret for a healthy life with me, Eric Arlebang. There you go, oyster sauce broccoli. Hope you like it. Heaven is moving to earth. Going to use the pineapple. And there you go, your main weapon fighting against many diseases in life. So enjoy. Sweet juice of nature. Hopefully you like it. There is a wrong assumption in society that eating a lot can make body healthy. Then, with that, people eat whatever they want. This is where the risk of cancer emerge. It should be noted that there are several types of food that can trigger cancer. To avoid being exposed to the risk of cancer, we need to pay attention to our dietary habit. A healthy diet usually consists of fruits that are fresh, high in fiber, especially the plant-based one. Is there any type of food that can prevent cancer specifically? Well, yes, there are several types of food that can prevent the appearance of cancer cells. One of them is broccoli. We just need to remember, one of the most important parts in implementing a healthy diet is the commitment to consistently avoid food that is not healthy and have a great potential in causing cancer. Then combine it with the routine healthy eating as a lifetime commitment. Broccoli is a vegetable that is rich in an antioxidant called as sulforaphane. It is very effective in suppressing the destruction of free radicals and is able to overcome the potential for the emergence of cancer cells. With the right approach, it is not impossible that consumption of broccoli can be a very important part in initiating cancer healing. This is an approach that can be taken by eating healthy with an Indonesian menu that includes broccoli as a part of it. Fresh is the key word here because one of the requirements in using antioxidant as a fighter against the damaging effect of free radicals is the freshness of the products eaten, again, especially the plant-based one. Living in a country with a tropical climate but has many mountainous areas such as Indonesia, making broccoli cultivation is not difficult. Automatically, it is very easy to be able to get a supply of fresh broccoli every day. Okay, welcome to the kitchen. After we got some stuff from the market, so it's about time for now. We're processing what we need to process. Broccoli. You have to remember one thing about green vegetables like this. It has some sort of an expired date. So once you bought the green vegetables like this, you have to remember, keep it for only 1 or 2 days. We're talking about cancer, broccoli is also very good. But another thing that you have to remember that broccoli is a bit dull. We need to process it in a sort of way to make it easier to eat. And that's the challenge. The good thing about Indonesian culinary system is that we absorb a lot of influence from many other places. So this time, to make it much more interesting, with this broccoli, we're going to absorb what comes from Chinese culture, and we're going to make oyster sauce broccoli. These are the ingredients. Oyster sauce. Indonesians are very much in love with this. Garlic, we're going to need like 1, 2, 3, 4 cloves of it. Shiitake mushroom to give you some sort of a approach to protein, which is very good vegetable protein. Cornstarch, we need to thicken the sauce, call it sauce. Pepper, white, black pepper, choose whatever you like, it depends. Sea salt, we have to make sure you have good sea salt. And for sure, the main star, broccoli. We have to remember one thing. Broccoli is a bit tough, but we just cannot make it softer by overcooking it because there's a lot of ingredients that needs to be preserved and absorbed by the body, especially if we want to take it in a maximum level of health. So what we need to do is to cut it as thin as we can to make it easier for us to chew. Don't lose the scent. Remember, there's a lot of ingredients, important ingredients in the whole broccoli, and stem is also the part of it. So don't throw it away. Instead, cut it in a very thin size, so this kind of proportion can still be eaten by us. Thinly chop the garlic as well, and then thinly slice the shiitake mushroom. After this, prepare the stove, the pot, turn the heat up, and then 1 tablespoon of cooking oil. We're going to steam it up first. We need this 4 cloves of garlic. Saute it for a while. Wait for the fragrance to come. Add the mushroom. Saute it for a while. We add like 1/2 teaspoon of oyster sauce. Pepper. Add 100 milliliters of water. Now we need the cornstarch to make the sauce a bit thickened. Just a teeny bit. Stir it. And then we're going to add some sea salt. Remember, this is not just for flavor. Sea salt contains a lot of important minerals, which it will contribute a lot in health-wise for this broccoli. So make sure you use a good quality sea salt, like a pinch. Stir it for a while, let it be thicken and thicken and thicken to fulfill its character as a sauce. Heaven is moving to earth. So I'm going to steam my broccoli in here using the flavor that's already here. So let's do it. Now the sauce, main star of this dish. Drip something on the side. Stick the broccoli with a fork. Dip it to the sauce. Anything you like. There you go. Oyster sauce broccoli. Let's play around with the recipes. I think we can use something else. Sugar might come handy for this. Let's just add a teeny weeny bits of sugar, like a pinch of it. Turn off the stove. Let's check. Heaven is moving to earth. Okay, let's place this. Let's place the sauce. We're going to use the same pot. Well, let me think about it. There's a lot of flavor here. So I'm going to steam my broccoli in here using the flavor that's already here. So let's do it. Let's improvise. We need another water. So we're going to fill like 1/3 of the pot. So we're going to use the irregular way of doing the steam. We're not going to do the conventional steam with, but we're going to steam this broccoli in a bit different way. First, we fill like 1/3 of the pot with water and a little bit sea salt. Then we're going to place the whole broccoli here. And then you cover the pot and let the heat comes up and do all the work. First, you have to remember the water probably around 1/3 of this pot, and but you need to remember the steam will come up and being held by the lid, and then the cooking process begin. This might take a while, around probably 10 to 15 minutes. We're just going to use a smaller heat, not to ruin all nutritions, all the good things that contain in the broccoli. Seems like enough time. Oh yes, it is. Perfect. Not too soft. Still, but it's not that hard, not that tough to eat. Okay, let's do some plating. Perfect. Soft, not too soft. Still contain a lot of nutrients. What is very important about broccoli itself as a part of the green vegetables, and also probably a food that can heal you from sickness. For sure, this is very good to maintain your health. Now the sauce, main star of this dish. Drizzle it all over the broccoli to give you some flavor, perfect flavor. You can stir it to make it perfectly coated, or just drip something on the side. Stick the broccoli with a fork, dip it to the sauce, anything you like. There you go. Oyster sauce broccoli. Hope you like it. It's jicama time. Now to create a little bit sweetness, we're going to use the pineapple. There you go. Then enjoy. Sweet juice of nature. Hopefully you like it. This is our second version of using broccoli as the main weapon in fighting cancer, or at least to prevent cancer from happening. When we talk about antioxidant, we're talking about something that being away from heat. So we're talking about freshness. When it comes to freshness, less cook, less fire is the name of the game. That's why now we're using another machine here called cold pressed juice. Why is it called cold pressed juice? Because unlike a regular juicer, it used a grinder like this. It's not using a blade which will create heat when it was operate. It used grinder. It grinds anything that we want to produce juice, like this broccoli. Instead of using a blade, it used grinder. That's why the name cold pressed juice. From the cold pressed juice, now we're talking about the ingredients. First of all, pineapple. We're using the middle part of the pineapple instead of using the whole part of the fruit, because we are avoiding a lot of fructose or sugar from the fruit to mix with vegetables. Some people are not taking it very good. So we're using the middle part of the pineapple, which also contain a lot of bromelain, one of the substances that is very, very good in fighting cell cancers. The other part is jicama. It's also like a roots, and it's also very good in maintaining your health. And it gives like a soft taste. For some people saying that vegetables, when it was being used as a juice, sometimes it has a very strong flavor. And jicama will soften that kind of a strong flavor. And for sure, to blend the taste, we're going to use the acidity of lemon. But if you don't like the lemon, if you don't like the tangy taste of lemon, you can just use the skin part to make a lime zest to maximize the fragrance of your juice. Because sometimes vegetable juice, people saying it's not easy to swallow because of its fragrance. Using the lime zest will help you solving that problem. And now for sure, the main star of this juice, broccoli itself. Break the broccoli into pieces to make it easier for the product, this cold pressed juice, to work. And put it like this, it's easier. Now remember, we have to use the product properly, and there's a magnetic safety here to work. So we just place and turn. Now, you can also take it from the other side and then use this to push. This is the waste, but I don't think it's like a waste. I'm using it a lot. I mean, I'm a very cheap person, so I'm using this as something to add on to my food. I'm taking it as ingredients to make a jam. I'm making it as a lot of things. Sometimes I'm just giving it to my plants for a fertilizer. Now to create the freshness, it's jicama time. Jicama in Indonesia called as bengkuang, to those of you who doesn't know that. This will aim to soften the taste of vegetables, which some people maybe cannot take it. Now once it's full, open up the lid and let the juice comes out. To create a sense of a little bit sweetness, but not too sweet, we're going to use the pineapple. And there you go. Your main weapon fighting against many diseases in life. This is the closest thing to what nature gave us, so enjoy. It's fresh. Maybe the fragrance a bit too sharp for some people. So we're going to use this lime zest to lessening the strong fragrance of vegetables. But when you do lime zest, make sure you are peel the skin part not too deep, not to touch the whiter part, because it's going to give you a bitter taste of your juice. So just use a little bit part of the surface and then enjoy. Sweet juice of nature. Hopefully you like it. So we had it all. We had the food, we had the juice, we eat, we drink, and hopefully it's healthy. But one thing you have to remember, to maintain your health, to make you get cured from any kind of a disease that you have, one thing that you need to make sure happens in your life, it should be a daily action, something that you do every day. And the easiest way, from my experience, to do that is you have to make your food not just healthy, but also tasty. But you also have to make sure it's easy to make. How could it be easy to make? You have to make sure the ingredients are local, easy to find, and for some people, this is a big issue. It has to be affordable, it has to be cheap. And living in Indonesia, that's the best part of it. You can have the vegetables in a good price. You can have the fruits all day long in a year, also in a good price. All right, guys, that's a wrap. Catch you on another episode of Secret for a Healthy Life. See you later on. Nggak nyala. Kok tadi nyala? Nggak udah nyala nih. Katro nih gue. It's not going to be... Udah, gue nggak usah ngomong itu deh.